first, like I always do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one's coming out on Sunday. By the lake, it looks like an angel, for heaven's sake. For heaven's sake, I'll play it safe. Love you, angels, till the pearly gates. Hope you have some faith in fate, cause this ain't about you and I. You're more like a freaking goddess from the sky. I'm a normal guy with a sly, kinda shy. This guy's pretty fly, so we can see eye to eye, maybe. Maybe write a vows, maybe I'm kinda wild, sometimes a little crazy. Baby, you're a babe, so babe, let's have babies. Really, I'm just concerned for your safety. Always worried if you got back home safely, my baby. All I do is for you. For you, baby. Yeah, I'm kinda crazy. All I do for you. It's crazy, it makes me think, why can't respecting women be a kink? Instead of slipping shit in a drink, how about just ask if they wanna link? Am I out of line, ladies? Is loving you a crime, ladies? Just give me a chance sometime, ladies. I live my life for you, angels. Please don't hate me. I'm a mere mortal man, that is worth saving. Together we can fight Satan. Make love powerful enough to stop the hating. Devil is a lie, my only craving is love making. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Better yet, can I get a woman? I'ma start a movement. If you don't listen to what your mom says, who then? Always thank the thankless, that's the schooling. A lady like Lord to start ruling, we would be coolin'. Rulers of royals, too many bad apples, we are spoiled. Impossible to plant a without some oil. Impossible to plant a seed without soil. I almost got it perfect. And remain loyal, remain loyal. All I do is for you, baby. I'm kinda crazy. All I do for you. Are we not entertained? We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with obviously the most fucking high-tech setup known to fucking man. Did you see that speaker system right there? Did you like that? Did you like that? Did it hit your noggin? Nice. We are back, as simply as it's put. Like, I never thought that I would be one of these guys that are like cheese. Like, because it's kind of cheese to do a comeback, no? Like, if you're out of something you're doing, it's kind of cheesy to come back all of a sudden. I'm back. This is Ballin' Out What Cost, a sports podcast specifically hosted by me, Alexi Pukanikan. We are live for the first time, I'd say, in half a year, you know? Very, very squirrely things happen, very sus things. No, I'm kidding. Very, let's just say the end of the year kind of died down for me last year. So I said, fuck this. I've been doing this for 2 years straight, balling and balling and balling. I can't ball no more, but this is what I'm saying, why this is the title, because we stay balling. We still balling. We're balling, but it's never forgotten. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're repping the red, man. We're repping the red. We got a little new addition. This is for the OGs who have seen this setup evolve. We finally got the McLaren F1 Lego car, dude. I told you last year during the F1 season, I said the Miami, I said, wow, look at the Miami racetrack. It's so great. Look at the layout. Look at the turns. Look at how Ferrari is falling apart. And I said, look at that Piastri. He's really nice right now. And on top of that, that Lego, I gotta tell you, those Danish, they come up with some pretty creative ideas. The Lego F1 race was by far the best F1 race of the 2025 season. And that's why I just have to come back and say, I have to make the comeback like Trump did, dude. I'm not gonna say to you, I had to do it. I do. Well, let's just, okay. So a chat asked me, do I travel around the world? Let's just say recently I haven't, and that's why I follow F1 throughout the year. It seems like I'm almost traveling with them. Like I'm following along. They go different places. I do not necessarily produce music videos, although I am just gonna try out an experiment shooting a music video on my iPhone. Let's see what comes out of it. We've done similar things. It's all right. And the last time I traveled, okay, we're gonna get emotional here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're okay with that. But this podcast ended the last time, right? This is the comeback, but it ended because I was in the U.S. I was in the U.S. of the A, land of the free, home of the brave. And I just, I was there visiting family, and I saw the world in a different way. And to be fair, I've been to the US before, but that was my second time visiting, and it was for 2 weeks. So at this age I can intake a lot of it. And being in the US, I was overwhelmed with the F1 season. I want to say that I was just like, I couldn't take it anymore, because literally the title decider went till the last fucking round. Like, I was already having panic attacks. I'm in America, I'm having more panic attacks because it's so freaking awesome. And I just called it. I need to level myself out. But now we're back because F1 ended the way it ended, and I honestly have nothing to say about it. Lando was the one that got away with it in the end. That's my last year was weird. People don't admit how weird last F1 season was. And it's about to get a whole lot weirder. Ladies and gentlemen, the first race week of the 2026 season, we're racing in Australia, Melbourne. And like few weeks, a month, maybe after that, maybe we go race in Bahrain's circuit, despite what's going on with the world, because that's the weirdest thing. F1 is so international, and there's so much money and corporations involved. It's like, yeah, obviously they have to pay attention to the missiles flying from the sky as well. That he's not the only motherfucking one here, right? Like I'm saying, like, there's so many moving parts where F1 got to keep who knows if we're racing in Bahrain, who knows literally the circulation of how the world might be going on, because there's missiles flying from the sky, dude. I'm not okay. Yes, I told everybody in the first few minutes this is a strictly sports podcast, but listen, I'm sorry for going this far. I'm sorry for saying something that I really shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it. There's missiles flying from the sky, dude. Like right now, dude. Unlike, the same, animal as I am, or we are, let's just, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? 2025, I thought we were all modern and everything like that. There's still missiles flying over the sky, man. Dude, come on. Just that. This is like, alright, bruh. let AI do his thing, bro. I'm out of here. Hey, bro. Let me join the Matrix real quick, bro. This is something crazy. What? Like, I'm like almost half foot in the Matrix. Why? Like, of course, obviously, I'm out of it, but like half foot in because I follow F1. You know, you have to be a little. You just you have to admit to yourself, let me just join the Matrix so I can ignore all the death and suffering and the unpeace and the tension and conflict that's going in the Middle East. What the is going on, guys? It's ridiculous at this point. Like it's like, can we just? Where's James Bond? I thought that was like based on real shit. Like even at least a little bit. Ethan Hunt, fucking just. Who knows who did it? I thought, like, do it like the fucking mafia. No one knows who did it. We just got rid of them, certain people. Why does it have to be? We gotta. It's like, it's so like 20th century. Like, we're so totally in the 21st century right now, and that's like so 20th century. Am I wrong or am I wrong? But anyways, we're going back to F1. What a fucking rant that I went on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And like I never really, but I got motherfuckers out there that I know, man. Like I grew up with motherfuckers on both sides. On both motherfuckers, I know people that are just we gotta be better, bro. We gotta hold people accountable in power. And anyways, let's go to F1 where none of that's obviously an issue. None of it. They have F1 has remotely nothing to do what's going on in the Middle East right now. And that's why they have to pay such close attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on. 12 minutes into this shit. Usually these are half hour. I can't even fucking. But it's the comeback. We don't give a fuck, dude. I decided, let's just go through driver by driver. I just want to, I just want to say hi to these guys again. I sound so fucking schizophrenic. I want to say hi to these guys. One at a time. I got them on my screen. I'm just going to scroll down. And we're just going to talk about how we feel, man. We're going to talk about how we feel. And before we do that, I'm going to get myself a cup of water. Because I'm talking too fast. Oh, these are going to be so fun, dude. Oh, I haven't done this in ages. Here we go. You're not ready for this. First one. Pierre Gasly. I know how to hit that shit perfect. Rocking the number 10. Third year with Alpine. Let's just say he had a horrible time last year. But Gasly still got, I feel like the weekends where they actually take his suggestions in, he does well. And then the weekends where Alpine go like, nah, we call this one. That's the different way how he wants it. Then it's like all hell breaks loose, So I think Pierre's still going to do pretty good stuff because he's experienced. And new regulations, you never know where it's going to go. I'd rather go with experience than inexperience. And that's going to be my big consensus for a lot of these drivers for this year. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Pierre Gasly, right? Pierre Gasly is just experienced. And if anything, last year with the Isaac Hadjar coming in, these Frenchmen got the talent. Bro, there's a reason why Alain Prost is up there with these savages, right? Like, they're trying to chase that. Pierre Gasly, just don't butt heads too much with Flavio, and I think you're good. Franco Colapinto, hey brother, just don't get your ass clapped. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you don't get groped. I'm gonna, that's still like a very PG word. don't do that. Don't like fail hard enough to get groped. You know, I don't want you to. I don't want you to feel about F1 the way Jack Doohan does. I really don't, dude. Jack Doohan, dude. Jack Doohan. No one talks about this. Jack Doohan almost died in Japan first fucking turn because the Alpine refused to close the DRS. So he had the extra speed and lost grip immediately. Full speed. Top speed. What are we talking about, dude? That's what I don't want for Franco Colapinto. Just, I know he's an aggressive driver, but I think if he just plays this year patient, then he can have an exponential rise. If he's still risk taking this whole season, Franco, I don't care how handsome you are, and the fact that you got the whole country of Argentine, Argentina. Sorry, that was a fucking brain fart. Yeah, but I believe in Franco Colapinto. I actually quite like that he pushes quite hard to try to get maximum out of the car. So moving on, Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso. If by some miracle Aston Martin don't do some buffoonery with the first year with Adrian Newey, if they don't do that, then I think Fernando Alonso might do some crazy shit this year, bro. Like crazy shit. Just like he goes for the fucking patient, long strategies, you know, fucking runs the tires extra fucking laps, pushes it to the limit on with like the pit strategies, fucking, you know, wet weather, you know, all those situations. Fernando Alonso could have the possibility to do shit, but that's only if Aston Martin, Lawrence Stroll, you know, Adrian Newey, they got the whole thing clicking. If they ain't got it clicking, then I don't know what we talking about. As well as Honda, you know what I'm saying? Honda got some. Hey, dude, it's they did some goated shit for the, you know, start of 2020s, but now they gotta rebuild themselves. So good luck to Honda. Good luck to Aston Martin. And again, Fernando Alonso, I kind of want the same. I just don't want him to get super chopped throughout the season. I'd rather have him like, you know, consistent, but in like a clear place than just it going fucking up and down all the time. So let's move on to Alonso's teammate, Lance Stroll. Lance, hey, bro. Doing your thing, bro. Hey, bro. Don't get lost in the sauce, but you're nothing without the sauce. You know what I'm saying? At this point, like, you know, just don't end the season sauceless. That's all I'm trying to say. You're nothing. Remember this. You're nothing without the sauce. You can get lost in the sauce, but you're nothing without the sauce. Lance Stroll, I'm paying for you, buddy. Keep doing your thing. Chill, dude. Hey, guys, let's be honest here. When he started off, everybody hated him. It was like, yeah, bought in. He still bought in, whatever, the whole backstory. But the fact is, like, at least he's not causing, like, big problems. You know, at least he's kind of in his own world. So I'm just saying, if he's in his own world still this year, but, you know, a little bit more consistent, God bless him. God bless him. Nico Hülkenberg with Audi, actually, you know what? If anything, I should be instantly loyal to Audi. The longest family car my family had was an Audi A6, and I think it was like this, like extended version of the A6. It was incredible. I loved the fucking thing to death. Like a 2000, 2012, something like that, Audi. So if anything, Audi, I don't know how to call it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's discuss this. Do we say Audi That would be the more European version to say it. Audi. Like I'm trying to say it as German accent as possible. Audi. 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 Or did I say Audi? Audi. No, that sounds stupid. Audi. Yeah, Audi. Okay, there we go. But it sounds a little too similar to howdy. Am I just okay? Never mind. Nico Hülkenberg driving for Audi's first season in F1 alongside Gabriel Bortoleto. This combo we saw last year, and they were successful. I think they were incredibly like underrated throughout the season, but if we're looking all in all results of their 2025 season, I think they over delivered. Like they definitely like delivered, if not over delivered. And now with a cleaner, more what seems like just a comprised package ready to like transition into this new regulation change, then yeah, I think Audi's going to be the possibly the dark horse in the midfield. Like you suddenly you're just like, oh, like because Gabriel Bortoleto and Nico Hulkenberg are both like quite consistent drivers. They really are. Gabriel Bortoleto, of course, had arguably ups and downs, but when he delivered, it's like, dude, he's again kick Sauber, right? Like that, it's crazy, right? Technically, the whole team, but kick Sauber versus Audi, like it just seems like Audi is an automatic upgrade, and now we're gonna be balling. If you're saying Nico Hulkenberg got a podium last season at Silverstone, then why the fuck wouldn't Audi be possibly fighting for the fucking podium when everyone else is also scrabbling to figure out the new regulations? If anything, Audi, they got the first step because all they had to do was plan for this year's regulations. They never had to focus on anything else for the pre-planning. So what the are we talking about? You know what? I'm calling it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Audi gonna be like, I can't say the team that it's close. I can't say. I can't say the team that because, at the end of the day, I have no national affiliation except for the fact that my family had the Audi for a very long time. But I will say I'm going to be rooting for them. I think they're going to be within P6 range. I ain't gonna lie. Like maybe first half season, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. I'm calling it right now. All right, boom. Next up, Sergio Perez driving for Cadillac. The second American team to join F1. First one, I mean, I like the one that's already been existing. Haas, of course. Cadillac. I think first time Cadillac's ever been in F1. Yes, I have. I definitely think I am correct on that fact. And not only does Sergio Perez come back to F1, so does Valtteri Bottas from Finland. And if you don't know where I am currently, what country I am in, I'm in Finland. And I rap the motherfucking blue and white, right? And you know what? The more I love Valtteri Bottas, I'm gonna start repping Australia soon. But to be honest, I've always had a love for Australia. So, but like, let's not get into that. Sergio Perez gone 2 seasons. Valtteri Bottas, no, gone a season, or off the starting grid. Or am I wrong? One of them was 2, one of them was 1. I always forget. It's actually interesting. Wait, Cadillac has a Jim Beam sponsorship? That's crazy, bro. If you guys be drinking Jim Beam, then we're just some regular old fellas that gotta get messed up sometimes. I think this is a nasty combo of drivers. Like again, with my consensus, the more patient, the more experienced drivers are, in my opinion, or in my prediction, going to do better this 2026 season. Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas, they've been in the game for a very long time. They've both been in the game for a decade plus. So, yes, they've been away, but they've been active at the end of the day the whole time. New regulations, everybody's figuring it out. They could do something. I could see them in the possibly best case scenario in the realm of what Kick Sauber was last year. The results that Kick Sauber got last year, last season. I think best case scenario, Cadillac have something like that. Like, imagine that. Like, I don't think it's going to be as bad as Alpine because I think everyone's new regulation. Like, yeah, you might have a little bit of a weaker engine, but Ferrari are at the end of the day gonna put quite a lot into making sure that the engine has power. Cadillac this season at least gonna run the Ferrari engine, so who knows? I think it's gonna be looking very promising for making the comeback. Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas, with me. I made the comeback as well. These guys, dude, the comeback's always, oh, dude, it's amazing. I can get emotional about Valtteri Bottas coming back, but I got nothing else. But I'm just going to be betting so much money on Valtteri Bottas every race weekend to be in the points or something. Don't worry about it. I love the guy. Moving on. We repping the... Hey, bruh, look at those two bastards. So here's the thing about these two fucking beautiful bastards, right? Because obviously they're Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc are just the most handsome, the most like if I were a girl, okay, if we have to get to that point, if I were a girl, that's what I would go for. Like, that's two opposite ends of the spectrum. Like a old black don't crack millionaire who races cars, or a fucking like almost like a European prince, almost like fucking prodigal son type of shit that races cars. That would be the two opposite ends of the spectrum. Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc. Here's the thing, gentlemen, and this is why I have to rep this, because you two are the realist. You guys suffer the most. These guys get the most backlash for sure, absolutely. Because guess what? I low-key be hating on both the motherfuckers sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's because I just have so much respect. It's almost too much for me. I can't even admit to it. So Charles Leclerc, let's Charles. Congratulations, Charles. Congratulations. She's the one, dude. How many billion fucking men are there in the world? Pretty much 90% of them would also probably say she's the one. But like you're the top zero, you just got to her first, dude. Dude, you just got to her first, bro. If she would have met me first, bro, it would have been a different story, bro. Dude, like Alexandra saw fucking Buchanan, like, dude, that would have been the one. But like, respect to Charles, this is the name of the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Hate the game. So I got nothing but respect for Charles Leclerc, newly married. Here's my only critique, and this is when, if theoretically Charles was listening to this, you should go away. But Charles, here's the thing, man. You and Alexandra, you two are both such beautiful human beings, right? Like, so attractive, right? So like physically, aesthetically perfect, right? It's almost like it's too much if you the little poodle dog. You know, dog or something. Right. I get that. I get it. Poodle, he's cute, right? But it's like you two are enough. Right? Like I get the dog is like part of it, but it's like you're making it seem like that's really the more thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got the poodle, I got the girl, the racing, it's like, you know, Ferrari, you know, yeah, thanks. But it's like it's too much of a photo op. I don't know. It makes me like the poodle bothers me. I don't know why the poodle bothers me, but it does. It's not, it's like you're simply not making it about you and her anymore, which is the point. It's about love. Like I got a little bit bothered. I'm looking at the fucking civil wedding pictures that they released, and why Alex always looking forwards? Like you guys, like even if it is just a photo op thing because it's civil wedding, not the private wedding, that's what I assume that's meant. Can you just look over to your guy, because we want to see the side profile anyways. They're both like literally the vibes I got from the footage, the video, and it's like the fucking movie with, god damn it, I can't remember. No, Hoffman, no, the Rain Man guy. Fuck, I need to do this right now. Like the movie where it's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. It was Dustin Hoffman. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And it's The Graduate. It's the end of the vibes I got of the Charles Leclerc, Alex a civil wedding content that they put out, it's got millions of likes, is that it's the ending of The Graduate, where instead of looking at each other and like all lovey-dovey, you guys are looking forward, and it's just like, hello darkness, my old friend, I've come and then they're just driving on, like, you know what I'm saying, like what? And then the poodle is there, the poodle, fuck loving the poodle, love each other, you guys are like, you have, no, I'm getting too negative. But here's the thing, right? Here's the flip side. Sir Lewis Hamilton is out there in like the Grand Canyons with Kim Kardashian. What the fuck are we even talking about now? So hold on a minute. I start the podcast about a rat, how there's missiles flying out of the sky in the Middle East. All the while, on the other side of the earth, Lewis Hamilton is giving Kim Kardashian back shots out in the Grand Canyon. What? What the fuck is this world, dog? I can't even process it no more, dog. I can't, like, this is why I gotta stay ballin', because the ballin' is like a distraction to what the fuck is going on in the world. Of course, I could argue that's like, you know, I don't see it, so it doesn't exist. But it's like, dude, Lewis Hamilton. Charles Leclerc gets married to arguably the most attractive woman that is alive right now. Lewis Hamilton is out in the Grand Canyons having a very lovely and mature time with Kim Kardashian. That's all I gotta say. I don't even have to analyze it, because that's why we rep this shit. There's levels to this fucking game. This race driving game. This is the point I was making. There's levels to this racing driver game, and the two boys at Ferrari, they got it figured out. They are balling. At what cost? At whatever the cost. At whatever. Lewis Hamilton doesn't even care if he sends Kanye into another fucking full mental breakdown, another wave of those songs. He doesn't even, and Charles Leclerc doesn't even care about what the world has to offer. He's the most handsome man on earth. He is a multi-millionaire. He doesn't care how many fish are in the sea. It's like the boat, like it's crazy the parallels that these guys are in alongside my life. I'm not gonna open up too much, but it's like sometimes you just gotta commit, dog. Sometimes you gotta ball and then you gotta commit. And I'm commit to the comeback. So that's my Ferrari rant. That's all I got. I got no analysis about the car, about the fucking Fred Vasseur, about the whatever. All I know is that they definitely changed the race engineer for Charles, I think. Or did they change it for Hamilton as well? I'm kind of forgetting here, but that's like the only detail that might be a little interesting. I think last year was the worst possible year they could have had. I think so. I think so. A few podiums, uh, disqualification. Yeah, it's like it was as bad. Like I think Miami last year was like I know it was early and I know they like ended off like positive vibes or whatever, but like dude, Miami was like the fact that it even happened was like kind of bad. So I don't think it could be that bad or worse. So that's all I'm saying. The only way is up. I got no expectations, dude. Like though, like I'm just saying, like only way is up. So like minimum Hamilton gets a podium. If Lewis Hamilton, what a can, if Lewis Hamilton don't if Sir Lewis Hamilton, if that Kim Kardashian, if that if Kim ain't giving you what you need to get podiums, then I'm gonna have to blame it on her, dude. If it's this season, if it's no Hamilton podium, Leclerc gets a few, I'm gonna have to blame it on Kim. I done it before. I gonna do it again. I gonna fucking do it again, dude. I blamed Kim before. I'll blame Kim again, dude. It's never your fault. No. At the end of the day, that's the thing. Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, they're real racing drivers. They live that Ballin life. So just do their thing, man. If they stay balling, if Kim Kardashian pull up to the paddock, it's over. Pulls up to the garage, it's over. It's over. It's over. Alexander Saint Leclerc or whatever I'm being too disrespectful. Listen. It's out of pure jealousy. They're just so attractive. Like Charles Leclerc and Alexander Leclerc. Let's just say that they're just simply so attractive, so rich that I have no other angle but just to hate. I wish I was sophisticated. I wish I was intricate. I wish I had deeper thought, but I don't. I'm just a hater, dude. So I'm sorry, but I ain't hate. At the end, like I set the boundaries to what we are gonna be able to achieve this year, and I have full faith. But like, if you don't, I got no choice. Last year, what happened? I had to let it out a little bit. Okay. Next up, we have Esteban. Dude, I'm nowhere near close, dude. I gotta speed this up a little bit. I've already been going 40 minutes. My phone's about to run out of battery. Esteban Ocon and Oliver Bearman. It's so weird to call him Oliver Bearman. Ollie Bearman is so easy. Like so much better. Esteban Ocon. Ollie Bearman. I like the fact that Haas got a new title sponsor. I think that's what it is. Yes, sure, MoneyGram or whatever the hell it was. Sure, yeah, I get it. It was probably like guaranteed. But dude, I am down with Japan and America linking up, dude. They don't. Hey, dude, history is history. You know what I'm saying? We got Gene Haas, you know, sports racing, motorsport racing, entrepreneurial, as to F1. Up, down, you know, at least they've stayed alive. They kept going. Ramon Grosjean almost didn't, but he did. But he did. So all respect. And as soon as Gunter Steiner kind of got out of there, things kind of started feeling like smoother with Haas. And they definitely have the most attractive engineer of the grid. So I got to give that out to Hannah Schmidt. I think that's her name. Shout out Hannah Schmidt. I think that's her name. It's going to be International Women's Day on Australian GP. So yeah, I know they're doing like a freaking International Women's Day thing, but I'm blanking out on the names and the special. I wish I could comment on that, especially when I just did my own Women's Day or whatever, you know, thingy majib. It's gonna go too off topic. Haas, shout out, dude. Shout out Haas, dude. Shout out Haas. They got Toyota Gazoo Racing now as their title sponsor. They have a Japanese CEO or principal or whatever, team principal, I think that's the title. Yeah. And he's a savage, very, very effective. That's the one thing you can never beat. It's Japanese efficiency. They are born with it. And I think they're going to be in the midfield, comfortably in the midfield, actually. Um, it's just up to Ollie Behrman and Esteban Ocon. I hope they don't tangle together. I think Silverstone was a little bit of a letdown last year. See that happen. And I think they had a few moments otherwise, but Ollie impressed me for sure last year, rookie year. He was considered by his peers the top rookie. Esteban Ocon, Esteban, nothing but respect, you know. But Esteban, you know. Prove me right. Prove me right that with the theory that the more experienced, the more you're gonna do well this season. Esteban. Hey dude, you know, I said no tangles, but you know, if you gotta fight Ollie Behrman for like the P5, dude, P6, dude, go for it, dog. Go for it, bro. Send it, bro. Send it. Send it, Esteban. Okay. Then we go to the McLaren boys, the defending constructors champions Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Ladies and gentlemen, that's like no hate, but I wish this was the champion Lando Norris. I'm gonna say this just to like put it out there. That's Oscar Piastri in that car. Yeah, that's right. I kidnapped him. Mini ray gun, boom. He's there right now. I'm holding him captive in that Lego suit. Anyways, Lando Norris gonna be defending drivers champion. I never officially congratulated him. Of course, maybe I did on social media, but Lando Norris, congratulations. I'm proud of you. You're a savage, dude. You're a savage. He's one of them ones like the McLaren boys. He's a real racing driver. Like he's one of those like lives a different type of lifestyle. Like he lived that lifestyle. I love Oscar Piastri, but he's like different. He's like Kimi Räikkönen type. Like he ain't like the thing with Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi Räikkönen never was like a freaking, you know, like a James Hunt. He was like just like the low key does what he wants to do kind of guy. James Hunt was a little bit out there, you know. Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, like Lando Norris, they got a little bit more like they're like another like they're just a celebrity. They could have just like their celebrity, you know. They're not necessarily just a racing driver. Lando Norris, He's a savage. The only way he won that drivers championship was because he's a savage, bro. And there was moments where I thought it was chopped, or I thought it was like completely over, you know. Or I mean, most of the season I was just convinced that Oscar Piastri was gonna win it. But like the whole time I was rooting against Lando Norris last season, and he still pulled through. So he's the fucking savage. Like, yeah, okay, like Singapore was fucked up, but he made it work. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tried that shit in Canada. It didn't work in his favor. He pulled some shit in Singapore. It worked in his favor. He tried. Motherfucker, you can't hate on Lando Norris for fucking trying. He tried last year. Like, he fucking actually did put his heart and soul out there. So, yes, Oscar got chopped on multiple cases, but Lando Norris also did, but he kept it together. DNF, bro, DNF in fucking Zandvoort, like a full-on, full-blown DNF, just like a car shuts down on you. That's horrible, horrendous, man. So, Lando Norris, he's the real savage. I think now he really shouldn't put any pressure. Now he should have fun. Like now, this is the season where I want him to really get back to his old self, proving everything he's had to prove. Now just have fun, be silly out there. McLaren, you guys have this well-oiled machine now. As long as Zach Brown stop with the cringe, you guys are good, right? Oscar Piastri, yeah, he's gonna fight with you, but at the end of the day, he gonna push you. Like, I know Lando is smart enough to understand that it's at the end of the day, they're young enough where if they push each other, it's only like the sky's the limit with them two. You know what I'm saying? They could do a fucking they're thinking like, what if we do like fucking, like Hamilton Verstappen shit, like alongside, but like in the same team. So let's just fucking push it. If McLaren still got a good car this season, then let's fucking push it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's really give us what you guys gave us last year, because that was, in my opinion, one-on-one, like McLaren against McLaren. That was entertainment. That was pure entertainment. So give me that again, bro. Fuck the pop high rules. Fuck every rule. Fuck all of it, dude. Just let these guys go out there, have fun. That's it. That's it. Like, no pressure. Of course, I like Oscar Piastri is like my top guy. Like, if I had to put like money on who's gonna win this Australian Grand Prix, I'm putting on Oscar Piastri. But there are other factors. Okay, so we shall move on. Mercedes, George Russell. George Russell. George Russell. Kimi Antonelli. Kimi Antonelli. I love him. I don't understand. They might be, they are so funny. They're both hilarious. They're both a personality. George Russell, notorious for being that, like, just as class as possible, as tasty, sophisticated as possible. And then Kimi Antonelli, just a fucking young kid, savage, Italian savage. That's it. Named after the greatest Formula One driver ever, Kimi Räikkönen. That's simple as that. So Kimi Antonelli, George Russell. Currently, George Russell favorite on like betting apps and odds and whatever to become the F1 world champion. I believe in that odd. I don't think that's a crazy thing. There's reports that Mercedes are sandbagging. I think they are sandbagging. I completely agree. I definitely think they are sandbagging. But I do think other teams are as well, to some degree. George Russell, Mr. Consistent. He's going to be on multiple podiums, right? That's like the starting basis, I think, for George Russell. Of course, nothing's ever perfect. Last season, they had some fucked up races as well. Like, there was multiple races where it was really bad for Mercedes. Like, not even, like, both cars not scoring points. But George Russell, Mr. Consistent. He's gonna do his thing, right? He's gonna do his thing. Kimi Antonelli, be patient. That's it. That's all I can say. Again, Kimi's known for just having fucking raw speed, but now is like this season's the season where you just play the long game. Just play it, man. Just listen to what Bono feeds you, and then just play the fucking long game. And I think that's the only way you can learn the most with George Russell, you know. And if George Russell gonna be fighting for the fucking world championship, then you might as well be as close to his ass as possible, you know. Like, of course, Kimi Antonelli, everyone's competitors, but if you're telling Kimi Antonelli, yo, you could possibly be fighting for podiums every goddamn race, then yeah, he's gonna be also like, yeah, that's a pretty fucking great season to have if that's the case. Fucking moving on. But like, let's just say I do believe Mercedes, like if going in blind, Mercedes most likely gonna have the fastest car. I think they're gonna be just fine. Liam Lawson. Arvid Lindblad. Arvid is the only rookie this season. He is, I searched this up because I was a little bit curious. He's repping the British racing flag. So that's where his like racing license is from. But his mother is Indian and his dad is Swedish. Something like, I think that's what it is. That's why the Lindblad, that's a very Swedish name. Even Arvid, I think, is a pretty Swedish name. So, Swedish name, looks very handsome for an Indian. I didn't mean that. I actually didn't mean that. That just came out. That slipped out. A very handsome Indian. British flag, reps the British flag. It's weird. I think he should be repping Sweden. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird in my opinion. We don't need another fucking Brit. Like, Sweden would be so sick. But never mind. I hope him the best. No comment. Being a rookie, being in Red Bull, it's another fucking way of racing F1. Just, again, don't get destroyed. And even if it goes bad, look at Isaac Hadjar. Isaac Hadjar, that he quote unquote thought his racing career was done before he even began. Arvid, you can always go upwards. So don't worry. Just try to learn as much as you can, and you know, hopefully Liam Lawson will be nice to you. Hopefully, but he's already been through the ringer. And he's probably fucking wants to guarantee himself that, you know, there is a future and not just fucking every season being worried. So, Liam Lawson, which I will say, Liam Lawson is one of those fucking like savage, just like regular type dudes, you know, if I'm fucking Kiwi, you know, fucking just, you know, like he's a fucking chill ass guy. He actually seems like genuine, seems like one of those guys who could let it slip this season. Like, I think if you thought Max Verstappen would let it slip, then I think Liam Lawson got a little potential as well. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I think he will do pretty well this season as well. Raising the stakes with the Ford engine. Racing Bulls, obviously a pretty well-oiled machine last season. Let's see how they do this season. I got no comment. Praying for the both of them. Praying for the best. On the other hand, Max Verstappen, Isaac Hadjar for Red Bull Racing. Ford engine, first season with Ford. New regulations. Dude, I don't know, man. It would be difficult. It would be difficult for me to see Racing Bulls and Red Bull Racing in like a very favorable position, man. It's difficult. There's too many moving parts for me to like actually believe that they could, you know, like podium would be like a fucking normal thing for them. I think the good thing is Red Bull Racing went with a racing duo of pure fucking speed. So if we're just looking at pure speed, then yes, I think Verstappen and Isaac Hadjar are the top guys. But then if we're just looking at not pushing too much and figuring things out and like conserving, it's not the driving style of Isaac Hadjar or Max Verstappen. Like Isaac Hadjar notoriously fucking really, really good at qualifying, consistent, and like over delivers. Dude, now you're telling him he has to go slower around certain parts of the track to be faster. Like it for him, he's gonna fucking make that part of him tweak. Same for Max Verstappen. I just hope that there will be consistency. And you know, fuck it. If not Ford, just give them a rocket every fucking, 4 rounds and then have them fuck around a little bit in the podiums. But to be fair, that's my fair analysis, guys. As much as I want to rep Red Bull, my favorite fucking energy drink brand, I've been loyal to them. Red Bull, I'm praying for you guys. All right, let's just, as long, like, because that's the thing. These two are not like, they're very calm and very realistic gentlemen. But like, once it like gets to a point, they rarely, like, they definitely make the fucking demands. Just don't, like, I want both of their expectations to be kind of low. Because this is fucking, it's crazy. It's a crazy fucking season coming up, right? And we end the best with the last. Carlos Sainz, Alexander Albon. It's kind of fucked up for Carlos because I think Alex Albon and Charles are both younger than him, and they got engaged and married like the past year, both of them. I think maybe Alexander Albon just got engaged. I think it was just engaged. Yeah, I think it was just engaged. Never mind. But still, Sainz, you're the man. You're the man. You're my man, right? Carlos Sainz, unwavering loyalty, favorite F1 driver right now, right? That's racing, right? As much as I want to be full on Valtteri Bottas, my heart is with Carlos Sainz. And Carlos Sainz, just do your thing. That's it. Let's forget the noise. Rebecca is gonna be a little bit pushing you a little bit, like, hey, when are we gonna make the trip to Paris or whatever, like wherever the fuck it happens, right? I'm assuming it's Paris. I mean, like, that's just what. So it's just, Carlos, just don't worry about having to pop the big question, bro. It's all about racing this season, okay? I know Alex, I know Charles, I know they gonna be fucking with you a little bit. I know it for sure. But dude, keep your head down. All you need to do is extract pace like you do already, like a savage, right? That's the only reason we got fucking 2 podiums last season. That's what the fuck is going on, right? Because last year, Carlos Sainz was the GOATed driver. I think he delivered the most out of fucking all the fucking teams. Or like out of the midfield drivers. He delivered the most. I know there was rookies, but Sainz, it's incredible what he achieved. So fuck you, fuck everybody. I love you, Carlos Sainz. I love you. I don't know what I would do without you, my sweet baby. And Alexander Albon, savage, man, savage. I think both these guys. That's the great thing. They are so patient. They're so consistent. They're both just so mature at this point as well. They're aging like fine wine, these gentlemen, alongside James Vowles as team principal. So Williams Racing, it's nothing but the skies. I'm not gonna put any expectations, nothing like that. But we gonna be in the points, man. That's the only way we gonna keep this going. We're pretty much on a streak of being able to put both cars into the points every race weekend. So let's just fucking actually try and go for that. The goal is 2 cars in the points every race weekend, 2026 seasons. I believe in you, James. I believe in you, Carlos and Alexander and Williams Racing. Let's freaking go. And that's the 2026 season kickoff. Fuck the schedule. We're gonna be back for the fucking schedule. Who gives a fuck about the schedule? Who cares when the fucking bombs are dropping? The schedule might change anyways. Who cares? All I care about is I'm gonna be up 6 a.m. in Finland watching the freaking F1 race. But that's only after we view UFC 326, Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway for the bad motherfucker belt. Who's gonna be the baddest motherfucker? And if I had to put it down, I think it's gonna be Charles, because I think the fact that it's a 5-rounder, Charles is gonna grapple. I don't care. He doesn't care if it's the bad motherfucker, right? Like, he knows he ain't gonna top the last second knockout, like buzzer beater knockout. Charles Oliveira knows he can't improve on that. What he does know is he can freaking slither on his back like a freaking snake, right? Like, just simply jujitsu him. He's already, like, I'm not saying Max Holloway is a lightweight nowadays, or like a featherweight nowadays. He's definitely not. He's definitely a lightweight nowadays. But Charles Oliveira. But Charles it's a little bit the age, man. He just got slept so bad. But there's only 2 years different. 36 plus black Brazilian, and you're 36. That means 30 in normal human age. So, I kind of have Charles, bro. I'm sorry, but it just hurt I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I don't see it going 5 rounds. So that's kind of why I just go, like, why wouldn't Charles just fucking hop on his back in the 3rd and then just fucking choke the dude out, if it just happened to be a clinch anyways. I don't see Charles sacrificing getting knocked out again to, like, be a bad motherfucker and put on a show with Max Holloway. Like, I really don't see that. And if that does happen, then it's like, then we're going very close to, like, this shit rigged, bro. I can't see Charles get slept again. No. Like, at least, look, at least I think Max Holloway took, like, fuck, who knows, man. I think Charles Oliveira, Ilia Topuria knockout was more brutal than the Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria knockout. So that's all I'm saying, man. It's one of those. You don't know who to go for. So good luck to both gentlemen. Don't give each other too much CTE. I'm on 10% on battery. I don't give a damn. I'm going to stream till the last second. Caio Baralho is also fighting Renier de Ridder for the co-main. That's insane. I don't know if that's a fucking 5-rounder or a 3-rounder, but crazy matchup between the number 7 ranked middleweight versus the number 8 ranked middleweight in the UFC. Both strikers, both kind of got, like, quite a long build, tall, long build. Both coming off of a loss, so the stakes are quite high. I'm gonna go with Renier de Ridder, bro. I think he fully had to accept how embarrassing his loss was to Brendan Allen, and now he has to bounce back. Caio Baralho, fighting nerds could be here for a very long time. Don't worry about nothing. Raul Rosas Jr. is fighting number 13 ranked Rob Font in the bantamweight division. I'm guessing this is the fight that puts Raul into the fucking ranks if he wins this. So yeah, but that's the thing. Rob Font is a fucking savage, dude. Like people forget, man. Rob Font is a fucking savage, dude. So yes, Raul Rosas Jr. is a fucking young savage, but something about Rob Font, man. He definitely doesn't have a fucking weak ass chin. Definitely knows how to grapple. Has defensive fucking grappling, for sure. I actually kind of see this going split decision Rob Font, but I might just be a hater. Who knows? Let's see. Michael fucking Johnson. Wait, Michael Johnson is fighting? Wait, hold up. Wait. No way Michael Jackson is fighting back-to-back weekends, bro. Am I fucking see? Oh no, never mind. Oh no. Okay. Wait. We go roll that one back because Michael Johnson fought Zell Huber last year, and I missed. My bad. I thought Michael Jackson in my head was King Green for a second. Bobby Green just fucking knocked the fuck out of Zell Huber last weekend. Sorry. I literally made a bit of a racial mistake. I admit that I was wrong. We've moved past it. He goes against Drew Dober. I don't know. I hope these guys put on a show. Savages. Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop goes against Bruno Ferreira, middleweight fight to kick off the fucking main card too. I don't even know anymore. Cody Garbrandt, USA versus China to end off the prelims. What? You God bless the United States of America. Oh, we got 2 Chinese fighters. That's actually sick. Okay, so we're going to be repping the fucking red during UFC as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We made a comeback. Ballin' at what cost? Ballin' but never forgotten. Ballin' season 3. We back. I'm Alexi Pukanigan. It's been a fun fucking time. 1 hour streaming on my iPhone. It's about to die. It's been a pleasure. Women's Day on Sunday. It's out. Women's Day, the song. I made it with my little sister and a couple other fellas. Nice. See ya.